Rongo mai wahine, rongo mai wahine, rongo mai wahine. Ti hei wini wini, ti hei wana wana, ti hei ore ore.
Kia ora, now my name is Te Ukura Ariki Upu, aka Chuck Upu, the boom shakala. I was born in Rarotonga, in Aitutaki, and we migrated to New Zealand, Porirua, and I grew up in Porirua. I was introduced to culture and music from a very young age. I started really listening to Cook Island music when I was about 9, 10 years old. I used to go and buy cassettes at this shop called the Rights and Appliances, and they used to distribute Tahitian and Cook Island music way back then. So I spent most of my childhood and then teenage years in the cultural groups. Through Kutia's dad was my first polyclub tutor at primary school, and eventually doing kapahaka growing up at intermediate, and then moved to college at Porirua College, where one of my tutors, Tuene at Ropati, he saw a lot of talent in me. One day he asked me to be an accompanist for him at the Performing Arts, and that's when I got staunch into, you know, Cook Island music and Polynesian music as well, but also Cook Island music and Cook Island culture. I used to hang out with my cousins from Aitutaki in Mangere, and we used to go to this nightclub, but not go in the nightclub, just hang outside the nightclub, have a few drinks. One day I ended up joining the Song Quest, or getting registered to sing in the Song Quest. It was a long time ago. It was my very first singing competition as well, so I was a bit nervous. And I think I competed in the heats and then made the finals, and I took out the finals. It was the Auckland International Song Quest, and the prize was some prize money. I got a recording contract with Vaimutu studio at the time, and I got the opportunity to fly to Tahiti, return to represent Auckland, New Zealand, to sing at the International Song Quest in Papeete. I didn't really know I was singing against all of these people that I used to listen to as a 10-year-old, Riki Atamu and all that, because I used to see them on the cassettes, like on the Tāpohua Boys, Matangaro Tahiti, all of these old school singers. And I still didn't know who these people were when I was in that Song Quest. Gilbert Marama, Ali, these are old school Cook Island singers. I just happened to take it out. Very first song competition ever. I went to Tahiti in that Song Quest. We would always have these kids bringing all the ukuleles at the whare muira, and they would just play music. Every morning, all day, every day, I would just grab one and try and play it. That's all. Like, I mean, I played coconut ukes growing up as a kid, but Tahitian style ukes and Tahitian style playing is something I'd never heard before or seen before. So that was really my first introduction to Tahitian ukulele music, you know. And there was this guy, Ricky was one of these guys who actually helped influence my decision to play ukuleles, because I didn't know how to play. He's a master of ukuleles, I know, but he told me to get off that. Like, he was like, you don't know how to play that, get off that thing. And so I used that as incentive to want to be a good ukulele player, you know. So I respected him for the ukulele player he is, but I guess he didn't know me that well, and that's what really pushed me to want to learn Cook Island or even Tahitian style ukulele music. So how the Vaimutu string band come about was, we had a battens up at the Maniki Hall in Otara. We'd never programmed beats on drum machines, so we would have someone sit on the drum machine playing the kick button and just pressing the kick like a button. That was the startups of Vaimutu string band, and we had like 2 or 3 guitarists because we had so many cool musicians. It was hard to try and shrink them into one small band, so we just had maybe 7 or 8 of us in there, but I wasn't a part of this band. And it was one night where it was packed and the lead ukulele wasn't there on time, ready to start. He was like, at the time, "Where is your brother? How come he's not here?" You know, "How come he's not here?" He looked at me, pointed his finger towards me and said, "Hey, Chuck, you go, whoop, sit down, grab that uke, you do the intro, follow all these boys, you don't know the music, just listen and go." And that's sort of how I got into being a part of the startups of Vaimutu String Band. Man, I was playing with all these old guys. They were all way older than me. I wasn't even, I think I was somewhere around 19, 20 that time. And a lot of these guys were in their 30s, 40s, upwards. And they were well-known musicians. So getting to play with them first up was just amazing. And my journey, getting to know them and understand them, I had probably the biggest encyclopedia of Cook Island music sitting around me at the time. So that's where I started to learn a lot of my old school kainas and tambures and every single hula you can come across, and everyone specialised in certain genres or styles or songs. And so I was right amongst it all, just taking it all in. Finish that intro, do that solo, do that outro, and yeah, it just kept, my knowledge just kept growing and growing. And then eventually we shrunk the group into a ukulele, lead uke, rhythm uke, guitar, bass guitar. And then of course we had changes over the years, people moving, people leaving, people coming back. I actually need to thank Noo's brother-in-law Ma'ara for allowing me to step into that place where he was supposed to be, because if it wasn't for him, then I probably wouldn't be playing the lead uke for the Vaimutu String Band. I started co-producing music for Noo and Vaimutu music in the early days when Brother Love's first volume, and then we had Melissa, we had Tyson, D'Angelo, all of that. That's probably where I started coming into sort of my prime of music, where 2 or 3 months we'd just be lock and load. We'd be pulling out 7. One year we did about 7 albums in about 2 months. I just produced it just Monday to Sunday, that was me. Do 2 or 3 days, do the guides, play the music, make the song, write the song, teach them, do the guide, fill in the music, and then pass it on. Not all would mix it, and then I'd jump onto the next album. Someone else, listen to the songs, do the arrangements, do the guide, fill up all the music, and 2 or 3 months we've got 7 CDs, all mixed, mastered, sent away, ready to send however many thousands of units back to Tahiti. We start doing tours in Tahiti every year, just lock and load, and amazing experiences there. Go to Bora Bora and Hua'ine and Raiatea, and yeah, that's where Cook Island music, they love Cook Island music in Tahiti. That was our biggest market. We would go there and just blow everyone away. Our energy, our vibe, Cook Island music was so alive, and still is, but in Tahiti, man, we used to just, everywhere we went, when people know Cook Island music is in town, or Vaimutu is in town, they would ring us up, book us, charter a flight, we'd go to Bora Bora for a weekend, come back, go to Raiatea for the weekend, come back. It was, Cook Island music was and still is strong.
Oh,